So, as of the 16th of June, the founder of Nexus Mods, known as Dark One, or Robin Scott, I think his name is, announced that he's finally stepping down after, here he says 24 years. I didn't even know the site was that old, but there you go. He put out this message saying, I've been working, like, maybe not full-time coding and such, but, you know, I've been here helping out behind the scenes for all this time. It's time for me to step back. And he does also mention, I believe, there's now a team of 40 dedicated people. This is pretty big. Some of whom have been here for 9 years. So, you know, it's a nice message. He's saying goodbye, and more importantly, he's saying, well, he's not saying who it's being passed down to. It's none of this 40 people here, or so it seems, at least. He says, after months of meetings, face-to-face talks, and a whole lot of soul-searching, I'm thrilled to say that I truly believe I found the exact right people for the task. Hasn't said who those people are, and so, the internet being what it is, has immediately found who it is. It's strange that it's not mentioned in this. I get the feeling they're either under an NDA. Well, yeah, they must be under an NDA, or they plan, like, tomorrow to announce who now owns Nexus Mods. Which is the main point of this video, because, as I said, people have figured out who now has bought Nexus Mods. There's a motorbike going by. And people are worried, people are, well, I was about to say overreacting, but maybe not. We genuinely do not know. People are panicked. Because, thank you to Periel on Skyrim Mods subreddit, who has put together a lot of what's been found. Basically, so on this website, Reset Error, people looking into who's bought this website, and they figured out it's, at the very least, these two people who are now marked as site owner, so bit of a giveaway. If you hear any meowing, it's my cat, who is just always meowing. So first, we have this guy, who's on their profile said, I'm sure you're wondering who this new guy is. You know, a statement hasn't been made yet, but this is pretty damning evidence, isn't it? And basically, on both of these profiles, they're like, we're cool dudes, we like video games. Some people complain it sounds very businessy, insincere, like, sure, but also, I'm not complaining. At the end, like, with how many owners and CEOs and such of game companies you get who just are so detached from games, you don't get anything like this. I'm just glad it's here. However, these two are part of a company which is what has purchased Nexus Mod, called Chosen. So here's Chosen's website. It's very cool, hip, suave. I tried looking on here to figure out exactly what Chosen is. It's kind of vague. There's a lot of words like, we are not corporate, we are gaming builders. Sure, whatever a gaming builder is. By partnering with them, you get direct access to game publishers and big brands, uncompromised growth, no limits, just solution, business terms. And what has people worried is that on their Nexus, their LinkedIn, so yeah, here's Chosen LinkedIn, we partner, we amplify, we conquer. Ooh. I mean, firstly, there's 10 employees, which is pretty small to be buying up Nexus Mods, but, you know, money's money. Sorry, I don't use LinkedIn much. I'm trying to navigate this site. Here we go. So this Marinus guy here is one of the profiles I just talked to. I think this one, I believe. And on it he says experience. He's the co-founder of Chosen. Thank you, Bonnie the cat. Where here he says he's been working closely with teams at Nexus Mods and beyond to build meaningful, sustainable experiences. Now remember that word sustainable. So we pair that with the fact that, sorry to flashbang you there, this Chosen company seems in this case, they either, you come to them and pay them to help sort of like co-fund a project, or, you know, to help contact you with publishers and such to get your project up to the ground. In this case, it seems like they paid Nexus to now become part of their team. That's my cat's tail right there. Not become part of the team, to like sort of co-own, I guess, Nexus Mods. Again, sorry I'm being very vague, it's because we don't have all the information just yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the ballpark. I flashbanged you again there. What people are worried about is with that sustainable stuff. You have the CEO posted on his LinkedIn this image which is now going around a lot. Gaming startup monetization cheat sheet. And it says a lot of stuff that people don't like, including myself. So, just talking about in-app purchases, digital deals and NFTs, like retention rate, monetization practices. It's all very businessy standard stuff that people in a boardroom talk about. You know, I mean, the fact it's called Gaming Startup Monetization Cheat Sheet, even though gaming is an art form, here we have how do we make money. So I'm very rambly, I'm realizing, but basically what we're saying here is that a company that wants to make money has bought Nexus Mods. Mind blown, I know, incredible. In an ideal world, I guess it would have went to like one of the 40 people who work on the website maybe, or just the type of person where this is just a nice project for them, I guess. But no, a company who wants sustainability. Thank you, Bonnie. A company that wants sustainability has bought Nexus Mods. Now, question is, how sustainable is this website? While there's no proper numbers, it doesn't seem like very, honestly, like, because the amount of uploads that are happening every day and downloads means that, like, they must be paying a lot for servers, and also, I can't imagine, just in general, they're making loads from Nexus Premium. Especially for people like me who bought Nexus Premium before it became a monthly thing, and so I just permanently have it for free. And I don't know what this site's like for ads, because I always have an ad blocker up, because, you know, modern internet, you need it. And basically that sort of is the point of, okay, what's going to happen to this website? Probably, in a realistic situation, it stays mostly as is, except every now and then, Chosen comes in and says, hey, line must go up. Figure it out. And so over time, we're going to see more adverts appear on this website. Maybe the subscription cost, not maybe, the subscription cost for Nexus Premium will go up over time. Maybe figuring out some more monetization with the mods themselves. I mean, look at Bethesda right now. They're probably killing it with their Creation Club. I forgot whatever, is it Creation Club? Whatever they call their, like, mod sanctuary. Like, you put your mods on there that work on consoles, you get some money if you want to charge for it. I can imagine that sort of thing happening. Yeah. There's a lot of people panicking that this is all going to be instant, and also panicking that, like, something big might happen because these new people might mess something up so fast, so quickly. that like your mods are going missing, so back up your favourite mods and all that, which isn't wrong. And yeah, again, this is early, so I don't know what's going to happen. I just assume it's just going to be a slow downhill for this website, is my bet. And the problem is, everything on the internet has this slow downhill trend now. You have sites like YouTube, which are obviously adding more ads and just making it run slower if you run an ad blocker. Saw the other day, Amazon Prime Video adding more adverts, even though I'm paying the same amount for a service that used to give me no adverts at all. Everything's becoming worse, and to a lot of people this is like, oh, now this is happening. Could there be a good side to this? Well, for starters, Dark One, the former owner, the way he's worded this seems very genuine. One of the biggest reasons I've been doing this for so long is that I've never truly found someone who really gets the modding community the way I do. Finding a new owner who'd be able to understand and respect the myriad intricacies of both Nexus Mods and as a business and the wider modding community was essential. I mean, it's good words, I guess. It seems like I believe this person's also going to stay active on like a Nexus Discord and such. I kind of am leaning to believing him when he says like he's not just gone with the biggest offer and like called it a day. I feel like he has put some thought into this. You know, I mean, that linked with the fact these two new owners, you know, talk about gaming. At the very least, he found someone or people who care about gaming. But at the end of the day, line must go up. I leaned back to negative. I was saying what good could come from this. Stuff like maybe better UI, because the UI for this website changes every few months, and I think it's for the worse every time. Stuff like a better forum, because the forum's useless. You can't search comments. Better search system, uploading mods for where you can filter by specific game versions. There's a lot they could do with, hopefully, maybe better funding. But the question is, will that happen? And if it happens, what's the cost? Anyway, sorry, that was a bit of a ramble. But to address the title of this video, which I assume is something like, is this a good or bad thing? Sorry, but I don't know. Probably bad, but not disastrous bad. Just in the, like, everything's sort of lame now bad. Like, boring dystopia bad, where great, I've got like 20 adverts, this site costs a subscription, that's way overpriced. And, I don't know, maybe download speeds are a problem. We'll see their guidelines for mods has always been a bit like all over the place. I think for the most part Nexus Mod's done the right thing, but you can easily point out times where Nexus Mod have sort of been lenient for one controversial mod but not for another, and it's been all wishy-washy. Maybe they'll crack down on that. I don't know, I just hope I can continue modding my games exactly as I have been for ages. We'll see. Yeah, sorry, very rambly, but I want to talk about it because it just happened and it's very interesting to me because this is what I spend all my time doing is modding. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this are. And do think of both sides. Everyone loves to be negative. It's very easy to be negative. Think about both sides, even though it probably is negative. And, yeah. Thank you for watching, and farewell.